Have you been searching the internet trying to find out whether 4Star is a good investment? Are you really interested in investing in a company that says many claims on their website that sound too good to be true? Unmatched Multiverse Ecosystem. Well, you need to watch this video because I've spent the last 3 days showing overwhelming evidence that the company behind this is running a scam. I'm going to show you 8 to 10 like-minded scams that they've been running over the last 4 or 5 years. I have been gagged for the last 4 months because this company has been trying to remove my videos off the internet. They've been trying to sue me for $3.8 million in the New Zealand High Court. They have lost and I have won, and I'm now free to expose them for the scammers they are. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I got a full-page feature in the New York Times for my quest to name and shame anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And boy, have I got a video for you to watch today. This is the website I'm talking about. This is a merger between a scam that I originally became aware of Stephen Mccullah from around about 6 or 8 months ago. He pumped and dumped. He did a pre-sale and he's about to do it again. And I want to show you why this company is a scam. Do not part with any of your crypto. You're just lining the pockets of a guy that is a serial scam artist. This is the 4Star website. It is built on WordPress, which is a bad platform for a company that claims they have so much technology they don't know what to do with. If we go down here, you'll see they have a mission. They're using the same graphics that they did on LunaOne. And they're claiming they're going to change the world. So have a good look through the website, and their claims of what they're claiming to do. Now, I've had many people reach out to me telling me they think this is a good investment because they are an American company. And surely they can't make so many false claims and get away with it. The people and the graphics I'm going to do are quite an extensive, in-depth analogy of why this company is a scam. For example, as mentioned by, see all the brands that they say they mention? Every single one of those companies that I have looked into, they do not have any mention about 4Star. They have the same people. I'm going to show you each of these people and their dealings in this company. I'm going to fully expose Cory and his involvement in multiple scams. The lady Kitty, we've reached out to her. She has now blocked us, so we can't communicate with her. This company is a scam, and let me show you why. First of all, that's not the right one. That is, they are going to list their token or their coin, whatever they want to call it, on the market at 30 cents each. The original scam started with LunaOne. Go to LunaOne.com. You will see, do a search for LunaOne.com on YouTube, and you will find so many people telling you not to get involved with this company. They have rebranded the company to 4Star. LunaOne told people that they could buy their tokens in a pre-sale for 15 cents each. On market day, they said they were going to launch these tokens at 25 cents each. They launched them at 5 cents each. People lost all their money, and that's how I got involved originally. Now they've come up with this rebrand, and they're telling people they're going to launch them at 30 cents. So over the next 3 months, I assume they're going to use the same strategies. In this video, I'm going to go through and show you why you want to steer clear of this company. And also, I'm going to show you 4 years worth of research. Stay with me. I clicked on their terms and conditions, and they had been removed. Fortunately enough, I have a backup of these terms and conditions. If you go to these terms and conditions and you read them, it tells you that the company behind it is Hyper Technology Inc. Let's read it.
Hyper Technologies Incorporated.
And this company is owned by Stephen Mccullah. And they still have the same wording on the website telling people about XLN, which is actually LunaOne tokens. I got this information, see, even the support, LunaOneSupport.com. I got this information by using archive.org, a fantastic website for getting information. Now, I have noticed that they are starting to already start their propaganda marketing campaign, telling people that they can switch their what do they call it? Sorry, their XLN tokens, and they can transfer them into XFS tokens, which haven't even been launched yet. And they are telling people that they will be able to save if they do this before they launch. And this is just unreal. You have to listen to some of the wording. Please listen to this if you're thinking about investing.
Limited time offer for XLN holders. Current holders of XLN will be able to swap their XLN for XFS 1 through June 30th, 2023. When XLN holders swap XLN for
So they put pressure on people to act quickly because they're going to miss out. This is a typical technique. Do not fall privy to it. This is a website called Openart.ai. You can see how easy it is for these companies to create fancy images, telling people that they are creating a metaverse. These images you will see throughout their whole website. They basically talk to AI, they create the imagery. This is LunaOne. I have gone and I have found their old website and I have brought it up in archive.org. In here, you can see that they are using brands like Coca-Cola, Samsung, Microsoft. They're not claiming they have partnerships with them, but they are passing off their names. By association, you feel more at ease when you're associating with companies that claim they have association with these such like companies. When they did their first video, they were actually going to launch it as HyperX. And they were originally going to launch their website as Hyperfund. I think, Hyperfund. And then they decided they couldn't because there was already a company out there with the name Hyperfund. And you can see this company keeps evolving. And you can see what they're offering. They're using big terminology that they use all about the blockchain and metaverse and the like. It just gets ridiculous. Now I'm going to show you their propaganda that they used last time. If you go down here, it explains what LunaOne is and all the wonderful things that they are going to do, just like they are with fourthstar.com. And here they're going to do shopping, gaming, events, workplaces, real estate, entertainment, and the list goes on. They're telling you that they have partners with Binance, what's they call it? Amazon Web Servers. All these claims are just made up. None of these companies have alliances with them or partnership. This is straight out lying to fool people. Here goes 5 endorsements, and we're going to go through them and have a look. So one of the endorsement is, we'll go through and I'll show you the people that have endorsed them. These are the people that are a part of LunaOne. Cory wasn't always the CEO. Another guy called Daniel Puzny, or I might be saying his name wrong, he was the CEO. And these guys, if you look at the photos, you can see that they were all part of LunaOne. And if you go back to here, you will see these same people are on this website. It's shocking. It's amazing. As this video goes on, I'm going to show you how they're all connected. I'm going to show you a website called the United Allied States. And that basically is where all this scamming comes together, and we connect all the next 8 scams I showed you. They have a history of 4 years of scamming people. So let's get into it. Let's have a look. We've got, I were trying to prove they were connected with SafeMoon. And the reason why I want to show you SafeMoon, CoffeeZilla did a video about 8 months ago from when I recorded this video. And he was trying to bust SafeMoon as a Ponzi scheme, and I believe he's true and correct. I am not doing that because I do not know them. I have not researched them. But when you go to their website and you look at all the people they are partnering with, You can see this is a well-oiled machine. It is well done. I believe that Stephen Mccullah from Hyper Technologies is trying to copy other companies and do pump and dump schemes. I did find some idiot on the internet called Gavin, and he's been publishing a lot of YouTube videos claiming that SafeMoon and Fourth Star are a good investment. And I just chucked on one of his videos to show you the title: SafeMoon, Fireworks, Fourth Star, Club 9, More, Grove, Knox Wire, and Crypto News Daily. So this guy is continuously putting out propaganda, telling people that they need to invest in stupid things that Stephen Mccullah is producing. This is them claiming they have a metaverse, and this is all they have. This video is a rinse and repeat of LunaOne, and now they're claiming that Fourth Star is going to change the world. The next one is a company that they claim to have an alliance with, and this is what the company has just published.
The time between then and now has been rocky, to say the least. Luna crashed, Celsius imploded, and FTX was accused of committing widespread fraud. None of this includes the persistent hacks on crypto traders and believers.
Right, so that's the company that they're theoretically partnering with is now saying that they collapsed and they were no good. They were also claiming that Digital Journey had promoted them. There's nothing on their website about LunaOne. This is showing you that LunaOne made all these false claims. In here, we have Shark Numbers. Shark Number is one of the people that was endorsing, without his knowledge, he found out that LunaOne was saying that they were connected, and now
be pretty available.
Shark Numbers produced a video talking about how much of a scam that LunaOne was, and the association he had with them. The reason why he invested $20,000 or $30,000 with them was because of the claims they made on their websites. He thought because they were an American company that he would invest with them. And then he had a rude awakening when he realized they were a scam. He produced a video. It's had 22,000 views. It was published 3 weeks ago. I will try to put the links to these videos so you can watch them. And now he was overwhelmed with the fact that LunaOne has rebranded themselves as Fourth Star. Next video. This guy, TJ, the crypto homie. He is a legend.
Hey, what's good, homie? So LunaOne is back with another scam, right? And if you haven't heard about it, I've been talking to the other homies that are always on the lookout for LunaOne still to this day. And I want to show you why this is a true thing. This is really happening. And when LunaOne does this, they did it so lazy that it's gonna surprise you. So I want to get right into it with you. Before we go, though, I want to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just...
So if you watch his video, he will show you how LunaOne scammed everyone and how they're doing a rinse and repeat with Fourth Star. And he's out there. He's a YouTuber like me. Please do subscribe to his channel. Help him out. Get some numbers up so he can get more recognition. Since I've been watching him, he's got another 300 subscribers. He's nearly at 1,000. So he was overwhelmed with the fact that these guys were doing it, and he's trying to warn people and do public awareness, same as me. Please do make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, be notified when new YouTube videos come out. It helps get them out. So here's the crypto serpent. Now this is the one that really does make me wonder why people are thinking. This guy did a video. I'm not going to play the video, but you're going to see that he is actually currently doing videos to promote Fourth Star. And you got to think, what is this guy thinking? Is his reputation not worth anything? So here he is doing a promotional video telling everyone that they should get involved with Fourth Star. The next thing, we find over a year ago, he was interviewing Cory, who is the CEO of LunaOne and also the CEO of Fourth Star. And this is what, we'll just play this for a second.
I'm playing on Oculus now as Resident Evil 4. Oh. I think it's an outstanding game. I loved it on the older.
So Cory's just a gamer, but theoretically he's running a crypto company that is going to build a metaverse. Now, remember Facebook, right? They spent, I think it was $14 billion trying to build the metaverse, and then they laid off 11,000 staff because they due to lack of interest for the metaverse. And the metaverse is basically like a big Space Invader game where you can buy real estate, artwork like NFTs, and they're banking on everyone getting in there, and a frenzy will start up, and all of a sudden everyone will make a lot of money. Now, these companies are claiming that they have their own metaverse, and it's just a load of shit, and it's just a load of lies, and people don't do their due diligence, and they get ripped off by these companies. Cory is right in deep up to his neck in shit, spewing out all sorts of lies, and I don't know why. So we're going to have a wee bit look of his history and who he is. The next one is this guy. This is a typical guy promoting LunaOne, and you can see in his video he's got a link in the description. And if you go down to the link in the description, it's an affiliate link, which means if you sign up from clicking on his link, he's going to get some of your money. And that's how these schemes get traction. So these guys are ruthless scammers because they are just going after doing anything they can to get a side hustle going. So do not be tricked by these YouTubers who are out there trying to make money from stealing your crypto. The next one, in their lineup of people that I showed you just a second ago, you can see here we've got a quote from a guy called Cryptopia, and here it is.
The future truly is here. I have personally invested in this project as I see the amazing potential, and I hope you do too.
Alrighty, so I'm just going to get rid of some of these windows as we go. So Cryptopia basically made that statement. I searched the internet for that statement. I couldn't find it anywhere. He may have said that statement in his video, but when I go in here and I search for LunaOne or Fourth Star, I don't find any reference to them whatsoever. So that statement popped up somewhere. It could have even been made up. Now, as this video of mine goes on, you can see that they have numerous things. I can show you evidence of them using people's information without their knowledge, which is just ridiculous. This one here, once again, we go back to, I don't even know how to say his name.
Mentora World.
Mentora World. And listen to his statement.
This might be the biggest metaverse project.
Right, so here he is going, this might be the biggest metaverse project. They use that quote, put it on their website, and what do you know? Look how many videos this guy has done now about LunaOne and about how they have scammed people and how they've ripped off people. He's obviously got hooked in, just like our shark guy. They believed the propaganda. They thought it was too good to be true. They thought the company behind it was this Hypertech Technology, Stephen Mccullah. Because he's an American, they can't do these statements. They believed it, and now he's publishing videos trying to warn people about how LunaOne ripped off everyone. Now, another one is Silver Slayer. Now, I found that he also did a video, and he's going right back to promoting Apollo Fintech. Now, Apollo Fintech is the company behind, and these guys have also got many claims where they're telling people to pre-buy their crypto and save today.
Direction they're going. Now, remember, I am choosing this company. This isn't a sponsored video. I truly am invested into this. I have 110,000 GSX, but within 2-3 years, I'm confident this could easily be worth $2-3 a coin. So I'm using this as a way to make big bucks and then reinvest into gold, or I could actually exchange my GSX for physical gold.
So there he is. He just said that he could use his GSX to exchange it for physical gold. And that's because Apollo Fintech have been telling people that they have a gold-backed currency. Now, gold-backed currency means that you have gold in a safe, and it was enough gold, if the scheme falls over, you have enough gold to back it. Now, no country in the world has gold backing. No one. For a company to come out and say it's gold back is just ridiculous. This guy, if you watch his video, which I'll try to include in the link, tells us that they were willing to fly him out to have a look at their mines. And they made all these statements. I haven't watched the whole video, I will admit, but if you listen to it, it's a typical story. Because the statements that they have made are so far-fetched and so out there, people didn't for 1 minute believe they were lying. And they were. I can promise you, I have researched this company. I've done over 20 videos exposing Hyper Technologies and Stephen Mccullah and his dubious scams. Not one of his projects have happened. He alleges he's got gold mines that are about to start. Now, if you go back to my YouTube channel and check out some of my latest videos, remember, he's thrown a lawsuit at me for $3.8 million, and I've been gagged for the last 4 months, not being able to talk about it. He filed a discontinuance in the High Court of New Zealand, dropping the case because we had overwhelming evidence to condemn him and his actions, that he had no choice but to stop going after me. And now I'm speaking out, and I spent 3 days on this video to warn you and show you some of the amazing stuff that this Stephen Mccullah has made claims with. 2012, he did a Kickstarter campaign and raised $29,000 to go hunting for live dinosaurs. When he got to the Conga, all his computer gear and camera gear got stolen, and he also didn't have his paperwork in order. That's what he told his investors. 2016, he was trying to raise money for a game I think was called Skylark. He was trying to raise $75,000. He was telling people that if they played the game and they won, they would receive real gold. That game is now morphed into something called Gold Inc. He claims he doesn't own that game. He also claimed he didn't own LunaOne. And as I just showed you in the terms and conditions for Fourth Star, which are a rinse and repeat, the same terms and conditions that they use for LunaOne, and they've taken them off the website, and I managed to nab a copy. They are actually the owner of Fourth Star. They are the owner of LunaOne. This guy is full of shit, and I'm here to expose you, Stephen. Right. Now, just to be clear, I have never invested in any of these crypto opportunities that I'm showing you. I'm not on a personal vendetta. I am naming and shaming anyone that wants to make a living by ripping off people. Right, so the next one is Edge Middle East, whatever that is. This is another claim that they said they were featured with. And when you went there and searched for their name, nothing came up. Okay, so who is Cory? Now, Cory is actually the CEO of LunaOne and the CEO of Fourth Star. Let's listen to what Cory used to do for work 3 years ago.
Cory Cozad, AVP, Digital Strategy. Cory Cozad joined the Stamets team in 2020 as an account executive. He brings over a decade of digital marketing expertise, having led enterprise initiatives in industries such as e-commerce, manufacturing, higher ed, and healthcare. Cory is Google AdWords and Bing advertising certified. He holds a BA in communications with a theater minor from the University of Iowa, and he earned his MBA from St. Ambrose University. Cory is passionate about helping clients set goals, measure KPIs, and connect with their audiences throughout their conversion experiences. A sports fanatic, he enjoys fantasy baseball in his free time.
Now, does that sound like someone that's going to build a metaverse and be able to handle millions of dollars worth of investments for people? And look, he does social media marketing. This last blog that he wrote has all been done with AI. I can tell by the way it's structured. This guy is just full of shit. Now, I did a bit of research on him. Let's see what we've got here. So there he is there when he used to work for this company. He's also been a speaker.
Cory Cozad joined the Stamets team in 2020 as an account executive. He brings over a decade of digital marketing expertise, having led Cory Cozad will show you what's trending in email marketing. He will cover best practices to build, send, test and optimize emails for improved performance. You'll walk away with tips and tricks that will help.
So, Cory's running a seminar teaching people how to do email marketing. What an idiot. Now he's running a company. I did a bit of research on him. I found out where he was brought up, where he lives, Georgia Avenue, somewhere. And I presume this is where he was brought up, his family home, if you're wondering. Anyway, I'm sure his mum's lovely, and that's probably where she lives right now. So I'm getting rid of all that. Okay, and you can see here, I've actually found the United Allied States, and you can see here that he was a congressman in the United Allied States. And I will put on a video at the end where you can actually see Stephen Mccullah be sworn in as the president of the United Allied States. And you can actually see Cory on a video voting for Stephen to be the president of a fake country. Now, this fake country is more than just a website having a few shits and giggles. This is actually a website where they spent $100,000 with a Learjet flying around trying to find some land in Egypt where they could build a country of their own. It was military. It had, I'll show you as the video goes on, but the ironic part of it was they couldn't get any land, and at one point they were talking about getting cruise ships because they were going cheap after COVID, and they were going to get cruise ships and link them all together and build themselves an island. Yes, this is the correspondence we've had from Stephen Mccullah. All right, so April the 14th, 2023, they did a big announcement saying that they were going to burn off 1 million tokens. Now, I'm not a crypto junkie. I don't know what that actually means, but I think that actually is designed to push the value of the coins up when you burn off tokens. And I think because there's limited supply, it didn't work. It fell flat in its face. But ironically, it actually got picked up by Yahoo News, and they got featured in there because of their burning off their coins. Now, their coins are worth nothing. And if you invest in Fourth Star, their coins that haven't been launched yet will also be worth nothing. Do not think that once their coins are launched, they'll be worth nothing, because LunaOne were promised they would launch them at 25 cents each, got launched at 5 cents each. Within 24 hours, they were worth 1 cent each, and today they're worth, I think, 0.00.2, so not even a 20th of a cent. All right, so here you can see there's a pattern forming. 3 months worth of trending. It's just going downhill. Imagine you're in an airplane, you're at 30,000 feet, and the pilot just drives it into the ground. That's exactly the same as what LunaOne has done, and that's exactly the same what Fourth Star would do if they ever get their tokens on the market and an exchange that will let them link. In here, you can see that this is old propaganda. I had to look up what the meaning of
COO.
I think it was operation manager or chief operation manager. So he's been promoted to CEO of LunaOne now. But obviously they are, if you go through and you look at their website, you can see that everything that was LunaOne has now been rebranded to Fourth Star. They're hoping that people don't do due diligence. And here's a good example in crypto.com. You can see they're all talking about LunaOne, and they have embedded LunaOne's Twitter feed, and you can see it's now been switched out as Fourth Star. So these guys are just rinse and repeating. They're rebranding their website, hoping to fool people into a new Ponzi scheme. What have we got next? So this is Lee, I can't even say his name.
Lee Behnke.
Lee Behnke. Now, Lee Behnke did a crypto competition, which I'll show you in a few minutes, where they were they ran a competition where they were auctioning, they weren't auctioning, they were letting people win 2 Tesla Cybertrucks. Now, if you're not up with the Cybertrucks, they haven't been released yet. They were giving away 2 Cybertrucks, 2 sports cars, $2 million worth in gold, and $2 million worth of crypto, and $1 million of a real gold. That was a competition. That was a promotion. That was to create hype. To be in to win, guess what you had to do? You had to purchase Luna tokens. And then when they announced the winners, only 1,200 people have ever watched the video of them announcing the winners. And you guessed it, only 2, a sports car and $1 million worth of crypto was the winnings, and the people that won wanted to remain anonymous. So this is the sort of dirty tactics they had. They used a company to pump called the Run Guys. Now, the Run Guys for 3 months marketed LunaOne, and then on launch day, LunaOne guys allegedly were given a whole lot of crypto, and they were gutted. And they removed all the videos of all the marketing they'd done on LunaOne. And to this day, they've rebranded their YouTube channel with 250,000 people. these, if you go back with Stephen Mccullah, I don't want to get distracted too much, but John McAfee, he was hired to do propaganda post on Twitter promoting Stephen McCullough's businesses in the park. We've got Mr. Wonderful singing a song about Apollo Fintech and how wonderful it was. Every YouTuber you see that promotes it are getting backhanders. Now, when I was originally sued, I got a cease and desist letter on the 22nd of December 2022 from Stephen Mccullah. It was because I interviewed 3 people that had been ripped off by LunaOne. 2 of those people had got their money refunded, and they one of them turned on me and started producing videos claiming I was lying. And since then, that person has now published a book exposing Stephen Mccullah even more. But what I'm saying is, there was another guy called Sultan Hassan. He was in our Telegram group. He was going to a Constantine Cannon whistleblower company, gathering up a whole lot of evidence, and then he got paid off by Stephen Mccullah. And this guy is, now, some of the things I haven't told you, I've researched a lot of the people that were in the United Allied States, and 2 of them have come back and said they didn't even realize that their images have been used. So let's carry on. So Lee, whatever his name is, he is running and working for LunaOne. He also is working for Fourth Star, and they're all connected. And they're all in there, and they all know what's going on, and they just keep on rinsing and repeating, and they're part of the scam, in my opinion. This NuReal, Daniel, now he used to be the CEO of LunaOne. Now he has gone to Australia and started up another company. Now people that were part of LunaOne have followed him, and he has a following. It's all virtual reality. I'm not saying what he's doing is a scam. However, this guy, Daniel, I have to say his name.
Daniel Puzny.
Daniel Puzny was part of LunaOne. LunaOne scammed people. There was 11,000 investors. I have 42 of those investors who have come to me and told me how much money they have lost. They were willing to testify in court. Now, those guys invested $800,000 between them. So the average investment, in my opinion, was at least $10,000 each. There's 11,000 people that invested in LunaOne and lost their money. That's over $100 million. Now, I don't know what's happened to the money. I don't believe Stephen Mccullah's got any money. I think he's a washed-up scammer. But these guys like Daniel here, they must know what has gone on. And if you go through here, you can see that a lot of the people that are associated with these guys, Cory has viewed, they all know each other and they're all connected. And I'm going to show you 10 other scams which are all connected. So let's just go through here. This lady here, now this is a good example. I don't know this lady from a bar of soap, but when LunaOne first launched, she was on, I use archive.org. I put in lunaone.com, and in the very first link I can click on that's been archived, I brought it up and it showed all the people that were connected to LunaOne. If you go 4 months forward, then you'll see that these people have disappeared. Now, some of the people I've been talking to realized it was a scam and realized they were associated with a company that was defrauding people, and they left and they were embarrassed. One guy that I have been chatting to tonight, he had been messaging me and he said it was disgusting what they were doing. He wished he never, it's to my regret, they just used me, is what he said. And I've got correspondence from here, and he's been feeding me information, and I removed all the content I had on him. There's also a lady who said that she had no idea that her images were being used on the United Allied States, and I don't know who this Ash lady is. If you do know her and she's still connected with this in some which way or form, please do let me know, because I am truly trying to build up a large network of people. I have a database of all these people that are running these scams, and I'm here to name and shame anybody that is running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. I literally have a large database of people who are running these scams. I have a database of every single thing that Stephen Mccullah has been doing over the last 4 years. As you can see here, if you click on his name, I can go into his profile I have, if it ever works. and I can look at all the screenshots. I can see all the competitions. I can see the fake competitions he had, the winners, the cars, I've got everything. And also, more importantly, I have all his voice files for the last 4 years. I can play messages.
Okay, so on those 2 points.
So every voice message that Stephen Mccullah has said that's been public, I have got a copy of it. So if you go to my video before this one, you can listen to a video of him claiming he doesn't own LunaOne. It's just ridiculous. Craig, I don't know who this guy is.
Craig Wiltshire.
But he's theoretically clever at doing something. His name is all over LunaOne. I assume this is his LinkedIn profile. I assume that he has updated that he's the Chief Technology Officer at LunaOne and now known as, 4-star. You can see that it's got LunaOne in here. If you can see that, you can see it's got LunaOne and now it's got the logo of 4th Star. So these guys must know what they're doing. I've never met this guy. I don't know anything about him. I'm not saying he is a scammer, but and I don't even know some of these people. I believe even set up LinkedIn profiles claiming these people are real. Stephen Mccullah claimed that he'd been hacked by 1,600 hackers. I believe he's got 1,600 fake accounts and he uses them to manipulate the market. I had a guy from Australia ring me and he said that he does not earn any money for working for NuReal. And he said they promised to pay me in crypto. He said, I'm too scared to leave them. I'm not saying that this is this guy, but this is a guy that's got all over his LinkedIn profile that he works for NuReal. A lot of these young guys are working for people with a promise that they will get paid once they get paid. This is literally, I get phone calls from people saying, I don't know who this company is. I'm scared. I don't know how to get out of it. The message I got from my friend here, he said, this is exactly what he said to me.
It is such a shame and support what you are trying to do. But these guys are dangerous and well-connected and wish not to be part.
So he doesn't want to be part of it. These guys are dangerous. So no doubt there's a lot of young people who are involved. I don't even know if this guy's involved, but his name was on the original LunaOne information. So he may not be connected. He may be connected, but they pass off people's names. So when you go and check them out, and you see that these guys are public speakers and they're talking about the blockchain, it gives authenticity. Next one, this guy, Mora. I noticed that he's got his name all over LunaOne and he's got his name all over 4th Star as well. I checked out his Twitter feed, if it is his, and I go down here and I can see that he's promoting, pump and dump schemes as well. So here's Stravis. Stravis was the platform that the whole world's going to run on. Stephen Mccullah said about a year ago that Stravis was ready to launch, and it's going to have equivalent YouTube. It's going to have the equivalent to Twitter, and it's going to have the equivalent to TikTok and Facebook all built onto it. And he's basically going to take over the world. Good on you, Stephen. Something else that's really interesting, if you're following me and I'm not talking too fast, I've noticed that these companies that were based in Africa seem to have a facade that they're going to be offering solar-powered energy. And then I've got videos, which I'm about to show you, of these guys running seminars or sales pitches. Now, this is one, the guy second in here, his name's Cliff. He used to be the head coder for Stephen Mccullah. He owned the code for Knox Wire. At Christmas time, he started messaging us, telling us that Steve owed him a lot of money. Once again, he could have literally been promised a carrot if he finished the process, the project. But he decided that he went through a divorce. He moved away from wherever he was operating from, and Stephen owed him money. And there was a standoff. Stephen made a video and he claimed that some of the staff have mental illness, and he were hiring 6 people to replace someone who had to leave, and that seemed to be Cliff. Now, Cliff was messaging us, but you can see that Cliff has been out there pushing Knox Wire. I believe that Knox Wire is a payment gateway, and I believe, I was talking to some very high up people today, and they were trying to get their payment gateways going in countries like Nigeria. I believe that they've set up this payment gateway so they can move money laundering money around. And this is why they're such a dangerous company. I believe Knox Wire could be authentic and real and true. They are trying to set up a multi-country payment gateway, and the claims that Stephen Mccullah is making are breathtaking. Now, when I did my research on Knox Wire, I couldn't actually find any reference to Stephen Mccullah on that website whatsoever, because people like me are exposing him and he doesn't want to be connected to it. But all the correspondence we have from Stephen talks about Knox Wire. So let me show you that. So here's Knox Wire's website. And if you go through here and read it with a fine-tooth comb, like I've been doing for the last 3 days, listen to what they actually claim.
Ultra-fast cross-border payments in 200 countries with 150 currencies.
How can they make a claim like that? Now, the blockchain. Imagine 1,000 computers. When you do a transaction, it uses a lot of energy. That's why they have gas fees. If you were to buy a new Tesla, and Elon says you can buy your Tesla using Bitcoin, the transaction can take 15 to 20 minutes. The blockchain uses a lot of energy and it's not really green and friendly, and that's part of the problem. Companies claim that they have a faster blockchain. So what they're proposing to do, instead of 1,000 computers doing the work, they have 10 computers doing the work, which does a fast transaction, and then they tell you that those 10 computers are plugged into the blockchain, and that's what they're doing. So any crypto company that tells you they have fast transactions on the blockchain are making up stories. Now, is it really feasible to think that Stephen Mccullah has a payment gateway in 200 countries with 150 different currencies actually working now? I live in New Zealand. I've never heard of such a thing. This is total bullshit. This is a lie. This is a fraud company. And if you go through here and try to look for any information, as I said, about Stephen Mccullah, it does not exist. It's like he doesn't want his name associated with it. However, I do believe this is his baby. And I do think that all the scammer money he's collecting, he's trying to get something genuine going, because that's often what happens. Look at some of the claims that he makes. He claims that his payment gateway is going to help governments run their payments. I mean, if you do a search on Knox Wire, available registries, I had to look up what that meant, but I've forgotten what it meant, but you'll have to look it up yourself. But if you look at this PDF and what he's claiming, he's providing governments. Now, the United Allied States website that he's done, I thought maybe he set that up originally to prove that he can run his own virtual country. But the claims that he makes in this are breathtaking. The systems, listen to this. You just have to listen to, I hope this works properly.
The system has various interfaces that are used by relevant departments for data entry and exchange. It also has a list of protocols created to monitor cooperation within government departments. Finally, the system integrates with proprietary distributed ledger to store all information in a secure and transparent way.
So imagine Stephen Mccullah knocking on the door of the New Zealand government. He told the New Zealand government, if they keep funding me by providing me legal aid, he was going to take the New Zealand government to court. He got his fake lawyer, Natalie, to send a letter to every government organisation in New Zealand telling people I was a terrorist threat. And then, 2 days later, he sent a letter to my lawyer saying that he had no association with Natalie and no understanding that Natalie was connected. Now, while I've got that thought in your head, if I go to my laptop screen, you can see that he was corresponding with a lady called Crypto Granny, otherwise known as Cindy Piper. And she said in her comment, I worked for Natalie for 3 months, and you were aware of it. It's most definitely, basically she was saying that she was working with Natalie, and he claims he didn't, he basically said that was your choice to do that. I can't help you if that hurt her business at the time. So Stephen has just wrote a letter to my lawyer 2 days ago stating that he was not aware that Natalie was working with him. And here's a statement over there basically saying, Cindy was saying, you were working, I was working for Natalie and a lady by the name of Teacher, and he's in correspondence with the fact that happened. If you haven't been following the sagas of Danny DeHeck and Stephen Mccullah, probably won't make much sense, but he's full of shit. Everything he says is a lie, and he's a total scammer, and he's got no money left. So let's carry on. So what I want to do now is just go through some LinkedIn company pages. LinkedIn, because there's a pattern here. So Knox Wire, if you go down here and you have a look, you can see that they're all connected together. So a company that's going to run a government infrastructure, I can't even say the word, has 126 followers and 12 employees. And you can go after their Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram account. Can you imagine a company that's going to pitch to a government saying, check out our Facebook page, check out our Twitter account? And they have a handful of employees. So that's Knox Wire. So you get rid of that, and then you go to GSX. This is a gold-backed currency. Yes, that means they've got real gold. This company here is going to has got mines throughout South Africa. If you go to my video before this one, you can see that Stephen Mccullah claims that he's got real gold, real mines, and he's got minerals, and everything he's doing is backed. He even says he's got visitor centres. He tells people that they can go there to the visitor centre and they can watch explosions and test out new machinery. Isn't that great? So here you go. This is GSX, which I got right today. And you can go there and check out. They have the same amount of employees. This is just the same rinse and repeat. A new brand, 4th star. How many employees do they have? Let's have a look. We'll go to the About Us section. They have 11 to 50 employees. Same company. No different. Now, I think it's called NuReal. Same deal, based in Australia, just down the road. Must go visit them next time I'm in Australia. The guy that owns this company was the CEO of LunaOne. He seems to be in bed with Stephen Mccullah. This is another company. I'm not saying this is a scam because I haven't investigated it, but either this guy's got a massive amount of money from scamming people in the past, and he's tried to set up his own company. And I'll show you a video of what these guys are doing in a few seconds. Right. Mccullah Technologies. Now, if you read that once again, this time he's got 51 to 200 employees, and he's from Mount Vernon. Where do they call it? Missouri.
Mount Vernon, Missouri.
Yes, so that's his company. I'll show you more about him in a minute. And then you've got Apollo Fintech. Now, Apollo Fintech is where they make all the software. 51 to 200 employees. Now, I think we've got a photo of them at the end. There they are. There's his 51 employees. Doesn't look quite right to me. I'm not counting 51, but that's their staff photo taken in offices they don't even go to anymore, but that's a different story. Let's not get distracted. Now, I don't know the association with Apollo Africa. Apollo Africa seems to be providing solar powered throughout Africa. Now, I've got quite a few messages from people telling me that the people I'm about to show you are connected with Apollo Africa. Their logo is the same as Apollo Fintech. Now, I've got to explain the story to you, so I'm going to go to this screen for a while. I got told that Apollo Africa was a company established in South Africa. When Stephen Mccullah went and lived in South Africa for 3 months, he introduced assets. So these assets, when you introduce assets, you need a company. I was told, and whether it's true, I'm not 100% sure, so this could be misleading you, so do your own research. But I was told that Apollo Africa allowed him to introduce his assets. Now, when he introduced his assets, he didn't pay the tax. I don't know what the assets were. I heard it was machinery because he's going to be mining, and they got into trouble with the tax department. They are now holding the assets for ransom. These assets will not be released until Stephen fixes up the tax debt. Now remember, Stephen claims the Forbes reached out to him and they were going to look at the assets of GSX. GSX, was that right? GSX, hope so. And he was going to be in the billionaire rich list. So there's no problem with money with Stephen. Of course not. So this is what I heard. Now I can't find if I go to Apollo Africa, I can't, even if I go to archive.org and I put in their website, I can't actually find any information or any association with Stephen Mccullah. But their logo is the same. And I have got other articles which tell me that the directors of the company were actually Apollo Africa. Now, it could be the fact that Stephen Mccullah has actually just said he's Apollo Africa because he's in Africa and his company is called Apollo, and this company has nothing to do with Stephen Mccullah. I can't find any connection. All the names I've researched here don't add up. So I'm just, if you have any information on this, please do, put a comment in this video and enlighten me. I have emailed this company and asked them if they are associated with Stephen Mccullah. They have not replied to me, and that was months ago. So I don't know. Anyway, that's the story behind it. All right, so now I'm going to mention Dan's Roads for Riches. Now this is a
little bit more information on kind of what's going on. So Knox Wire, as you guys can see, I've talked about this in previous videos.
Now Dan's Roads for Riches has done numerous videos on me, about 25 videos, because he's a paid influencer. Ironically, he has also been doing videos on Stephen Mccullah's Knox Wire. If you go to Dan's Roads for Riches, just search for Dan's Roads to Riches YouTube channel, you will see he's done numerous videos on Stephen Mccullah actually doing orphanages in South Africa. This exposes this guy as something wicked. There's no evidence of Stephen Mccullah doing any orphan activities. And if you look at these videos that he's actually done, you can see that they're interlaced. Every second video is Stephen Mccullah doing goodness to South African, and then in between them is other videos. This is because this is a paid influencer. This guy, if you go down here, you can see that he's been paid to do videos about Stephen Mccullah and his orphanage and his gold bars and Knox Wire, because I'm doing so many videos, and this is the videos he's done all about me. So if you don't know who Dan's Road for Riches is, he's an ex-convict that's been in prison before, and when he got out, I knew somebody who knew him, and they knew him in real life, and they said that the guy's an ex-convict. He's trying to have a go at it by being a YouTuber, but what I'm getting at is his videos are all paid. He's getting paid by Stephen to produce videos. And he's done videos about me, and now he's doing videos about how Stephen's a good guy, and he's doing orphanages, giving hope and inspiration to African orphans. You are a good guy, Stephen. You are a dirty, disgusting, ugly scammer. All right, next, what have we got? All right, so now there's a big announcement going around the internet, which I found, talking about GlobeTopper. GlobeTopper was a company that does gift cards, and they said that they were forming an alliance with Stephen Mccullah's Knox Wire, and it was for $50 million worth of transactions a year. Sounds pretty impressive. If that company's doing it, I'm going to do it with my company as well. However, I wrote to this Globetrotter. I found the owner of the company. I found his phone number. I texted him, and I got no reply. I also emailed them and got no reply. I just said, is this authentic? Did you actually do this deal? Because what you find is there's all these articles out there, and they literally are all one-sided. They do these announcements. I heard from people that used to work with Stephen Mccullah that he ruined so many business deals because he'd get on Twitter and he'd be tweeting about how they've just merged with blah, 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 and they didn't have it signed off. So this was another company that I can only read one-sided adverts. Everything I looked on about Globetrotter, I could not find any information on their website or on their social media claiming they actually had connected with Knox Wire. If I'm wrong, then please show me. Give me the article. Put me wrong. I want to be wronged, but I can't find anything. In here, this is called, I'll just read it.
Bitcointalk.
Bitcointalk. Now, this is an archive of everything that Stephen Mccullah has been doing. You may not be able to read it, but in here, it talks about other companies that are associated with two guys which have been working with Stephen Mccullah. And it's, what are they called?
Megatech MGT Token scam.
Right, Megatech. Now, this is going to be breathtaking. If you followed me this far, you will love this. But we're talking about two guys that I'm going to show you how bad and how connected and networked Stephen Mccullah is with these guys.
Wessel Sevenster, William Sternberg,
and Wessel Sevenster. So these guys are behind another scam that's going on at the moment called Zimbabwe Gold. Now, Zimbabwe Gold have real mines, and they even got opened by somebody like a president or somebody when they opened their mines. Their crypto coin has been stable for the last 12 months, so I've been told by somebody who says it's the best thing since sliced bread. But going by reading this, the directors of the company have been involved in 4-5 other scams that have had crypto and have all fallen flat. Their websites are templated exactly the same as Stephen Mccullah. These guys are all connected. And at the start of this video, I said I'd show you why. So I'm going to shut these down as I go. You can see that I wanted to show you the connection with Apollo. If I stuff this up, I think I might have. Apollo Africa. Yep, I'm going to show you. Oh, no, I have stuffed it up. Okay, yeah, so this is where we want to get this right. So this paragraph's quite important to have a listen.
This picture is advertised by Apollo is Cobus Swanepoel and Willie Boshoff shaking hands with a new adventure CW. Crypto Wealth, Crypto Traders, located in Times Square, Shop 16, Central Ave, Flamewood, Klerksdorp, South Africa. Willie Boshoff, if you do not know, is the Director of Operations Apollo Africa and discussed in detail in this thread on Bitcointalk.
So Bitcointalk has a whole arsenal of information all about Stephen Mccullah and the whole history, and they have come back to me and said that they want an update on what I'm talking about so they can add to it. It's breathtaking what they have on there. If you go to bitcointalk.org and have a read, you will never invest in anything to do with Stephen Mccullah or any of his scams. Anyway, so I want to show you. Okay, so the first thing here is them opening up a South African decentralized Polo bank. Now, Stephen Mccullah has been publishing this around the place saying that Knox Wire or Apollo have their first decentralized bank. And they've got this photo, and you can come down here and you can read all about it. It is actually on their Medium account, and they talk about, how they open up the bank. Now, what is wrong with this photo here? Notice the left-hand side, it says carrot bars. That is a known Ponzi scheme. And that there, I've got evidence showing you that that has collapsed. And on the right-hand side, it's got Apollo all-in-one currency. So the guy here, this guy here, he is involved in 4 other scams that have happened over the last 3 or 4 years. He is currently one of the directors of Zimbabwe Gold. Now, I'm going to flip to another screen here. So this is my notes for my podcast. So we've got Apollo Africa, which I'm not sure whether they are the directors of. So I should actually take that out. But I wanted to see if there was a connection between apolloafrica.co.za, because going by Bitcointalk, it does say that they were the directors of Apollo Africa, and I'm not 100% sure, so I just want to make that clear. But Zimbabwe Gold, these 2 guys are ahead of the development and production. One of those guys is a lawyer. You've got Stephen, who's part of all these companies, so I'm not going to read them out because I'll just make a stuff up. NuReal, so Daniel Puzny, whatever his name is, he's doing his NuReal stuff, which I've shown you. He was the former CEO of LunaOne. Knox Wire is Stephen Mccullah. Then you've got, Stephen Mccullah's other websites historically. And then I've found all these other solar-powered companies, which is the interesting thing, who have rinsed and repeat. So let's go look through them. So this guy here, I believe that he is a crook and he is running a scam, and he's been in bed with so many of them. I don't know why he's in charge of Zimbabwe Gold, because that seems to be a scam because by association. So here's the website for Zimbabwe Gold, and you can see that all these people. Now, I'm not saying all these people are actually scammers. They've all got T-shirts on. They've all got the name all over it. They may actually have a real mining operation, and my connections tell me they do. But these two directors, we've got the head of legal, commercial and compliance, head of product and development. So these two guys have got a massive history, which I'm about to show you. Anything that these two guys are involved in is shady as hell. So let's have a look. So just remember that these guys currently are running not running, but they are part of Zambezi Gold. The setup of this company is great. They have staking, they have crypto coins that seem to be holding their value. So everything about this company seems like they've got the formula right. Most people I talk to say it's a scam and they're waiting for it to fall over. I do not know. I cannot have an opinion on it. But by association, these two guys have a history that you will be absolutely blown away with. First thing is, I noticed this presentation. This was a presentation to be given at some solar-powered energy event. And I'm going down here and I'm looking at the people behind it. And once again, here's those two guys, basically in bed. So this was a solar power event, and this guy here, you'll see him in a few minutes. So let's close that window. Right, so here's another one. This is Megatech MGT. A lot of these websites I'm bringing up don't exist on the internet anymore because you need to use archive.org, and you can see all these people are associated. This is all in the last 3 or 4 years. Once again, these two guys are associated with it. Head of compliance. These are to me, it looks like rinse and repeat, reskin, new website, go out there, do a marketing campaign. Every single one of these schemes have a opportunity for you to buy in before they get launched. So let me show you that. In here, we've got another one. This is a Megatech. So I think they rebranded at one stage. They have a problem, they have a solution, they have an opportunity for you to get involved. And once again, here's those two guys, which I believe are in bed with Stephen Mccullah. They've been working with him in the past, and everything these guys were doing, caution, caution, caution. Next one is I went and had a look at his Facebook page, and you can obviously see here he is standing in front of a carrot bar bank. Well, I call it carrot bars, and trustworthy World Crypto Bank, and he's putting his name in front of it. I think I might have that photo twice. These two guys obviously are good mates. They're out socializing, not rocket science there. Oh, that's the same photo I've already shown you. Here is Carrot Bars International declared a pyramid scheme, and in here it basically telling you that if you're not familiar with it, it's a known Ponzi scheme. Pyramid scheme that collapsed. They were claiming that they had real gold and it was backed and you couldn't lose, and that was the scam. It was full of shit. So everything that these two gentlemen are part of now claims to have real gold backing, and I believe it's all done smoke and mirrors. Here we go. They're on the cover promoting the fact that they've opened the first decentralized crypto bank, opens in wherever it is. So that's all right. And in here, once again, Zambezi Gold are doing a pre-sale. This is how they get your money. So hurry, hurry, panic, panic, buy before it's going to increase by 50%. And when they launch, like they did with LunaOne, or they launch, remember they've got fourthstar.com claiming they're going to launch at 30 cents. If they do, I will buy everyone a brand new Tesla, okay? Because they won't. They won't launch at 30 cents. It's just to get your money in. Okay, here they are. So this is the guy. I'm just going through here, some photos. Now, this is their website. Notice the website design is very similar. I actually think I know who designs their websites. Coinbase. These are claims that they are saying they have been seen on. If you go on these websites, listen to this. 30 times profit. 3,000 return on your money. This is what they're claiming that you're going to get if you invest. Buy tokens, free tokens, letters of intent for solar farm. So they're claiming that they're going to provide solar powered energy, and you can buy things, and they just make so many false claims. I mean, how many People write to me and they go, oh, I've just watched your video. One lady emailed me today. I invested $10,000 in Wee Global and I'm worried I'm going to lose my investment. I just watched your video. Have you got any updates on them? And I go, yeah, get your money out because you're going to lose it all. Anything to do with crypto, multi-level marketing, anyone that has a reward system, just get your money out of these schemes. These are scams. So if you go through their Twitter page, which is still going today, they're not posting today. When was the last tweet? 21. So this is 2 years old. And in here you can see they just pump and dump. Here's the guy I was talking about, Willie, is it? And they just keep pumping and pumping. They create all this hype. Is that Knox Exchange? So you see how they're connected? It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. These are people that are just scamming you. They've even got drafts. What the hell? What the drafts? It just goes on and on and on. Wait until I show you the rest. 137 tabs. This is their coin today. Megatech is worth 0.0015. It's worth less than LunaOne coin. So this one here, pumped and dumped. So if you looked at the last year, it's going to be the same, I presume. No, it got to green once. So you're just going to lose your money. Don't invest in these Ponzi schemes. Fourth Star is a scam. Stephen Mccullah is part of a criminal network. And these guys I'm showing you, this guy here, he was the CEO. And here he is. Listen to what he's about to say.
Okay.
It's called Megatech, short MGT, and today is actually a very big day for us because we are listing on one of the largest crypto exchanges, Bitmart, and that listing takes place at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So if you want to get in, today's the day, and this is right at the beginning. So
right at the beginning, they just had a pre-sale before that happened. And they told everyone if they get in quick, they could buy the coin at 1 cent each. And they were telling people they were going to list at, I think, 3 cents each. So now that coin is worth 0.0017. So this guy basically got on here and told everyone that it's going to launch. And if you get in quick, you can be in to win. And then everything is built on perceived what's going to happen. They make false claims. They never make anything they said. Stephen Mccullah, nothing he said, he's learnt off these guys. This is his probably, Robert is Stephen McCullough's father's name. These are probably Robert's friends. And they are teaching this guy to be a young scammer. Right, here we go. So here's a photo of the team at the energy company that fell over. Do you recognize these two fellas? Yes, they are involved in Zambezi Gold, and they are actively working for a company that has a crypto, and these guys are creating hype. These are well-experienced scammers. Right, here's some history about K-bars, and this one you have to listen to. This is quite funny.
They do not own or have any proof of any fucking gold mines. This is a pump and dump. Stop selling this Ponzi to your family and friends. We promised July 4th the trade of 1 gram of gold for 100 KBC. We do not have any gold, people. As you buy our overpriced packages, we go and buy the gold and send it out to those that are smart enough to request physical delivery. We are the most professional Ponzi you have ever seen, and we will go down in history. We have zero skin in the game. Our affiliates put up all the money. We do not have a banking license, just fancy brochures and websites to fool the naive. We cannot show proof of not one single gold mine that we claim to own. Pretty soon the FTC will be onto us, so don't hold your breath for our so-called mainnet. We have 1 developer and 0 pull requests on our so-called gold-backed crypto project. We were not even supposed to offer our ICO to USA people as written in our own white paper, but we knew USA people would be vigilant in helping to spread this scam. We thank you all for the free Bitcoin you have exchanged for our no gold-backed crypto.
Right, see my last video on Stephen Mccullah? Owns thousands of acres of claims across South Africa. Okay. And exposed fake gold mines. Have a look at that video. It will. This one will be on. Oh my goodness, where I up to? Maybe there? No. Oh no, I have to play this game. Got distracted. Oh no, I've lost where I am. Okay, so where was I then? Oh, was I that far down the track? I don't think I was. Okay, we've got the... oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. I'm there. Whew, that was relief. Oh, I nearly lost my way. Okay, and then the next one was... we've got a pop-up. Find out if Carrot Coin Bank is a scam and the steps required to fire chargeback. So basically, here, it tells you that it's a scam. So I don't think we have to investigate whether
Carrot Coin Bank
was a scam, because we can see that they obviously were. This was the video I was just showing people.
For NuReal, which is our new venture into the metaverse. And
yeah, so everyone's in the metaverse, everyone's in the blockchain, everyone's got the ecosystem. It's all bullshit. I don't know if NuReal is actually real legitimate company. I believe they made their money from scamming people and they're trying to start up a legitimate company. That's what I believe. All right, so this one here is absolutely breathtaking. When they were running the competition, the largest crypto competition in the world, and this is what I never found this before, and I've saved this for my file, but the first place was going to be a Lamborghini plus 1 million in crypto and GSX. Second prize was going to be a Tesla Cybertruck, and the third prize was going to be 50,000 in gold and GSX. So, okay, and then you've got top 10 referral earners, and this is all bullshit. And look, here's a flash car. They're telling you that you're going to win a Lamborghini and $1 million in gold. When they did the promotion video, which I'll probably have playing at the bottom, hopefully if I get time to edit this video enough, you can see that they're claiming that they're going to give away 2 Tesla Cybertrucks, 2 supercars, $2 million worth in crypto, and $1 million worth of real gold. That's what they were claiming they were going to give away. But I actually never actually saw it on... but you had to be in the win, you had to buy a ticket. 50 worth of GSX equals 1 ticket. So if you didn't buy anything, you weren't in to win. And here's the cars all lined up, ready to rock and roll. Oh, these guys are just scammers. I hate the crypto industry at the moment. All right, so now we've got GSX. And if you go back to the video I just published earlier on, I went through every single one of these. We're featured on Fox News, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, and every single one of these had no information. They were not featured at all. This is all because people don't research. But you can see all the names of the companies. They're mentioned in Forbes. Steve did a tweet, and I've got it, and he says that Forbes have reached out to him, and they said they're going to look at the assets for GSX, and they're going to put him on the billionaire list. He thinks he's blimmin' Elon Musk. He's an idiot. You need to go to Mars, mate, but no spaceship. But he does all these videos walking around holding rocks, claiming he's got gold mines. In my last video, I proved he's got no gold in those damn hills. He's just an idiot. You know, like, this is what they tell people. And if you believe this, you really need to go and see somebody.
GSX is a growth coin that combines key coin elements to drive mass adoption through fast, secure, and accessible blockchain for high scalability and stability. GSX grows mass adoption projects and supports value growth like traditional crypto.
Now, I've seen Steve talking in videos, and he keeps on saying mass adoption. You know, listen to what he's actually fast, secure, and accessible. That is the problem with the blockchain. It's too slow. So his solution is having 10 computers off to the side, doing the processing to make you feel like you're connected to the blockchain. And it's just absolutely stupid. But no, I had a field day going through that website. Right, so this is where they all tie together. I was trying to link all these business guys together, and I have to have a disclaimer here because I've had messages with people that I've managed to track, and I'm going to show you some. I need to have the disclaimer that I'm not going to ditch anybody that's in these photos because I've gone through and I've found their LinkedIn accounts. I found their Facebook page and I found their Twitter accounts. And there's only 3 or 4 people involved in the United Allied States. Now, the United Allied States is absolutely breathtaking. It is actually a fake country. And I have a video which I'll probably have playing at the bottom of this, where Congress voted Stephen Mccullah in. There were 3 people from Congress who could vote. 2 of them voted in Stephen Mccullah, and 1 of them didn't, but he still got in as the president. And then there's the president speech, and it is breathtaking. If you were living in La La Land, you would probably think that this is a really good opportunity to be part of the United Allied States. And if you didn't know anything, you'd probably look at this and think, oh, this is just a joke. No, these guys are dead serious about setting up this country. So that was the homepage of the United Allied States. Now, since his lawyers have been trying to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for $3.8 million, this website had gone offline. So it's been offline for about 4, maybe 6 weeks. And I've gone to archive.org and put in the website address and managed to find the whole website. So we're going to go through this bit by bit. If you want to, you can go on to Facebook, and you can find the United Allied States Facebook page, and you can see screenshots of all the images they used to build this. Now, interesting enough, because you see someone's photo in here, it does not mean they know that their photo's been used. And I've got lots of photos of lots of people in here, and they don't actually know. So I have actually texted these people and I've said, do you know that you are actually on this website? And they have come back, 2 people have come back and said, no, I don't. I didn't know this is the case, and this is unreal. For example, this guy here, I don't know him from a bar of soap. I have messaged him. I haven't got a message back. But these guys are not aware that they have been used on the United Allied States website. They have used the stuff. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So let me give you an idea. So we've got news and events, and every time somebody was brought into the United Allied States, you can see that they did a press release, so to speak. So this guy here, Attorney General. So that was his job, and this was, and then I went and found him. He's only got 30 connections, and also his experience. So this, what I'm getting at is this LinkedIn profile could have been set up. They could have set this up with a fake email address. I don't know, but someone who's going to be the Attorney General for what looks like a major company, you would think they would have more than 30 connections. Right, in here, they've got a contact page. And if you want to contact the United Allied States...
If you're a country that is interested in information pertaining to a UAS sovereign special economic zone, please message us and our diplomatic team will connect as soon as possible.
So you think that might sound like a bit far-fetched, and Danny's just looking at a video thinking, why is he going through this? Because these guys actually ask for real money. They ask you for your passport, they ask you for your driver's license, they ask you for your home address, and then they have a payment gateway on here where you could pay up to $6,000 to actually be a citizen of this country. This guy has actually spoken on the video, and it should be playing at the bottom about now if I get my A into G, or you would have seen it if you go back and forth a little bit. But this guy was actually voting Stephen Mccullah in for Congress. So this guy, as far as I'm aware, is actually real. And if you read his description, you can see it matches his LinkedIn profile. So here he is. He's put on a little bit of weight these days. It looks like he's beefed up a little bit. Maybe it's cold and he's got a few garments on. I don't care. But he's a web project business specialist. So I think he's the website developer for all the websites that you see that Stephen Mccullah is doing. And he's probably played in with it. So if you go down here, you can read all about him and what he's all about and his background. He doesn't say anything about being part of the United Allied States, but he is on a video swearing in Stephen Mccullah, or voting for Stephen Mccullah. I can't remember what his role is, and he is a website developer. But who knows? If you know and you want to send me information, please message me in a comment below, and I will reach out to you and we can connect, because I want to know what involvement this guy has with Stephen Mccullah. Next person, a frequently asked question: is the United Allied States part of the UN? We've got to listen to these. Come on.
No, the UAS has nothing to do with the UN and will never be partnered with the UN. The fundamental goals and values of the UAS do not line up with those of the UN.
Oh my goodness.
The UAS is a government structure that is built around an expansion model of mutually beneficial sovereign special economic zones. These zones, which will act as sovereign states, will range from 1,000 hectares to 200,000 hectares. In other words, from larger than the Vatican to twice the size of Hong Kong. The overall goal is
world domination. Let's listen to this one.
Yes, the UAS was founded upon Judeo-Christian values, and those roots have shaped the Constitution and many of its core policies. However, all religions are respected and fiercely protected under the Constitution.
Now, if you go to the top of my YouTube channel, there's a Odyssey account. Odyssey is a place where I put videos that won't get removed off YouTube. In there, you will see the full speech from Stephen Mccullah. But I really wanted to get you guys to listen to the type of country the United Allied States is. And I have to make you listen to this.
Some of these rights include A. The right to no taxation based on income. B. The right to own and carry a firearm. C. The right to choose your medical treatment. D. The right to protect your person and your property. E. The right to congregate. F. The right to a jury and due process. G. The right to peacefully protest. H. Freedom of speech. A. Freedom of religion. J. Protection from unlawful search and seizures. K. Protection of funds from bank seizure. L. Protection from predatory fines. M. Protection from being stopped without probable cause. And freedom to refuse treatment.
I have photos of people who were flying around in a jet looking for land to buy. There was an island off to the side of Egypt. They were trying to negotiate to buy it. I don't know who or what money they had. I would assume they might be using the $110,000 they scanned from LunaOne people, perhaps. And somebody asked me how I come up with that figure of 110 million. And I said, because I have 42 people that have come forth to me, and it adds up to 800,000. So I think that adds up to around about $18,000 each person. So I took an average of 10,000 people, and I've been told that 11,000 people invested in LunaOne pre-sale. Some people, on average, could have invested $10,000. If you do the maths on that, one guy I know invested $237,000. So a lot of money is going AWOL because they trust what people say. Imagine being part of a scam network where the president of a fake country is actually making claims such as this. Unreal. Let's carry on. So services. What sort of services do you get from the United Allied States? Pause the video if you want to read this stuff, but I'm just scrolling through them because one day I won't have access to them. You can apply for citizenship. You can apply for a passport, apply for residency, apply for a visa. Let's have a look. So the first one is citizenship. You put your name, your details. You have to pay $3,500 for a background check. You can get it fast-tracked if you really want to hurry up and get into this fake country and pay $6,000. Guaranteed decision within 30 days. And in here, all you have to do is upload your birth certificate, government-issued ID, passport, or the front and the back, and your social security number. So basically, KYC details. Give them your whole life savings, and then you can you can apply for citizenship. And here you can apply for a passport. Now, I've literally got photos of passports that have been printed up with the United Allied States. I won't bore you with that. We can apply for a visa. So you can have a visitor visa if you like. But once again, you've got to tell them what country you're from. Basically, it looks like they're collecting data from you. Remember, this website has been online for about 3 years. And it only come off when they were trying to sue me for $3.8 million, simply because their lawyers must have looked at it and went, oh my God, part of our affidavits in reply to the High Court judge that was looking at me filing why they need to pay security for costs if they want to take me to court was the fact that this fake country exists. They didn't realize that I have full access to all the videos and every bit of data has been collected by me. So this is Congress. These three guys are in deep. These three guys are on the video. These three guys haven't had their photos accidentally taken. These guys are proactively trying to scam you into thinking that there is such a thing as a United Allied States. And these three guys. Now, Cory is the CEO of Fourth Star. He is the CEO of LunaOne. He is the Chief Operation Manager for LunaOne before Daniel Prozac, I call him Prozac, is actually off the scene. So these guys are the disgusting, dirty scammers, bottom feeders of the world. And you guys are more than welcome to sue me for defamation if you want. I don't really give a rat's ass. Right, the first guy, Joseph, read all about him. He is actually a website developer going by his LinkedIn profile. So we know all about you. This is Mr. Cozad. He is basically an email marketer. That's where he got his expertise. He's got an MBA or something, isn't he? He's got something clever behind his name. More qualifications than Danny DeHeck, who's exposing him. All right, that's good. So got rid of him. We know who he is. Oh, no. Oh, we went to his Facebook, we went to his LinkedIn account. You can see he hasn't updated his banner on his LinkedIn profile yet. And he's got no photo. You need to watch my, tutorial on how to set up your LinkedIn profile. It's on my YouTube account, mate. Go into the playlist and you can do my tutorial on how to upgrade your LinkedIn profile. As you can see here, there's no photo. So you need to give privileges to people who aren't connected to see your photo, so they want to connect to you. So if you go through here, you can certainly see his whole background. He's now with Fourth Star, and he's the CEO of a company. But before that, he was a guy that created spam emails, you know. So if you want a good-looking LinkedIn account, please do reach out and connect to me. You can see that this is how you're actually meant to set up your LinkedIn account. You can see that I've got lots of featured articles. You can see I'm quite active. I've got 7,336 followers. Thank you very much. Please do follow me. You can see my history. You can see what I actually do. And this is what an authentic LinkedIn account actually looks like. And also, people have given me recommendations. Thank you very much. So please feel free to do that. But when you go to these scammers and look at their LinkedIn account, they have 30, 70, 100 people who have linked in with them. I've got 7,000. I'm not anyone special. So you can look at their LinkedIn profile and determine whether they are scammers or not. Here goes Mr. Roscoe Pico Train. Reminds me of the, Dukes of Hazzard. And the guy that used to have the ugly dog, he kind of reminds me of that. No offense to ugly people. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see who else we've got here. Oh, no. The Department of Defense. Oh my God, they've got their own army. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. Hopefully that's going to refresh before I finish that. We might have to jump ahead. Okay, so this is the guy that's in charge of the army. I did a search for him. As I said, I don't know if this guy's had his photo stolen. People have reached out to me, say they had no ideas that they were on the United Allied States website. But this guy, he could be like a good mate of mine one day. I don't know who he is. I reckon his photo could have been stolen. And he's now the Defense Secretary. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not working. Come on. I wanted to have a look at the defense. They have like battleships. They have like airplanes, the whole 9 yards. We might have to come back to that one. Okay, so let's see what else. About Us page. You got to listen to the mission. Come on. Bear with me. Come on, stay with me, guys.
The mission of the UAS is to preserve and protect individual rights and liberties by enabling free market activity, by protecting the sanctity of life, and by minimizing government, taxation, and regulation.
Yeah, don't have to pay taxation. You can shoot somebody if you want. You can carry a firearm. You can do whatever you like. I don't know how they're going to stop criminals, but I do have to admit it was pretty amazing. Some of the images didn't download. So what's this one here? This is the Department of Justice. This is the people that were going to take me to court, I think. When I was going to the New Zealand High Court, one of my mates said to me, oh, are the UAS going to use their own court system? Oh, God. Here he is. Poor guy. Doesn't even know he's probably in here. Yeah. Anyway, you get the idea. Must be out. Oh, here it is. The Department of Defense. I'm glad mission. Department of Defense. Listen to this. It's got to be good.
The Department of Defense coordinates and supervises all functions related to national security, including physical security and regional stability, intelligence, research of defense technology, and space initiatives.
Space initiatives. Sounds so good. Funny enough, when Stephen Mccullah was living in South Africa, he got himself a Toyota, otherwise he called it a Lexus, and he was telling us it was going to go away and get its armory. He also said that the United Allied States had given him a budget for a jet.
The Defense Department protects UAS states, territories, and citizens, as well as defends allies and interests around the world. The agency develops policies, manages resources, and evaluates programs to advance the above objectives.
Oh, it just sounds so good. I just thought I'd do a reverse. There he is, George. Hope it is the real George. George. I'm trying to find the photo. Oh, look at this. Photo. There it is there. Army. Look at that. They actually stole the army photo from someone else. I just thought I'd do a wee sneaky look up there. It may not be there. Oh, there it is. Same photo. The United Allied States managed to use free photos. Don't believe anything. Isn't that funny? Oh, my goodness. Exactly the same photo, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Isn't that lovely? So there you go. If you're wondering where they get their photos from, you just go and pitch them off royalty-free sites. Well, they probably paid for it. They paid $22 to have that photo. They couldn't find themselves a real airplane, obviously. All right, mate. See you later, Kinga. Oh, didn't see that. There's not. Right, now we've got agriculture. Mr. Agriculture. He looks like he's into agriculture. That's a good photo. Yeah, so we researched him. I think we found him. Yep, we found him. Here he is. He's got 92 connections. Must be real and authentic with 92 friends. It looks like it's in Spanish. I'm having a guess. And his background. So that probably is a complete made-up LinkedIn account. Some poor bastards had his photo stolen like the lady I was talking to today. Right, what have we got? Department of State. Oh, come on, we've got to listen to this again. What are they doing today?
The Department of State promotes the interests of UAS by advising on foreign policy issues, by recommending actions on events of vital interest, by...
Oh, Danny DeHeck. What's that one going to say? Oops, sorry.
Diplomacy is the key. Every day we are forging relationships with our government partners and with companies that will bring long-term economic growth to our allied states.
Anyway, so, so we've got the Department of Housing, Stephanie. I don't know Stephanie. I'm sorry, Stephanie, if this is you and you're wondering why this guy is actually doing a video. But if you've got this far down the track, you'll probably realise that I don't know whether you're authentic or whether you've had your photo stolen. But anyway, she's a very attractive lady, Stephanie. You're a lovely looking lady. So she's got a lovely smile and she's a beautiful lady. And for somebody to think about this, guys, somebody has stolen Stephanie's, if it is Stephanie, her identity and put it on a website claiming that they are going to change the world. And the company behind this, Stephen Mccullah, who's the president of the United States, is scamming people, and she's associated with it. Thank goodness this website's been taken off the internet. Ooh, the Department of Education. Who have we got? Is it Robson Alley? I had a look for him, couldn't find him anywhere.
Robinson Alley.
So I had a look for him, couldn't find him. So sorry if your name is Robinson. Let's have a look. There he is. And when I was reading their descriptions, we've got to listen to one of them. Come on. Don't be like that.
United Allied States, UAS, is appointing Mr. Robinson Ellie as Interim Education Secretary in the Sovereign Territories Department of Education. He is a higher education consultant that has been based in...
Oh, we're not going to listen to all that. But listen to the back. Look at the background picture. It's got the New York Times. Did I tell you I'm in the New York Times? I am. Look at that. Is it going to work? The crypto... Ponzi. Oh, I stuffed it up. Oh, there it is. The crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger. And look at this. And you go straight to the New York Times. I'll get rid of those pictures over there. And look, there I am. Boom. Look at that. Same glasses. That's me. It's me. And look at the article. 12 weeks of asking me questions. And they wrote one hell of a story. That's me standing there right now. And that's my sound gear. I can make noises. Should I make a noise? Let's see if we can make a noise. What do we want to hear? How about elephant? Pretty cool. Oh, there's some of my humour. I can do church bells, Mr. H. Yeah, but that's what happened, man. So Stephen Mccullah wrote, he reckoned that he wrote to a whole lot of journalists and they were going to publish articles about me. And he got 40 or 50 of them actually online. They were sponsored articles. Journalists never, ever contacted me. And what we did is we printed them all out. And when we gave our affidavits to the judge asking for security for cost, so if he wanted to scam me, if he wanted to, what do they call it? If he wanted to sue me for $3.8 million, then he has to pay security for costs, which means he puts $150,000 into a trust fund so that when he loses, that my legal costs are covered. And if he hasn't got the money to do so, which he chickened out doing, didn't want to pay security for costs, that means a jury would have to actually watch my videos, they reckon, for 4 to 6 weeks. 10 hours of my videos that he was alleging I defamed him were going to be reviewed by a judge and jury, which would have taken 10 hours. My lawyer said it could have taken be a $300,000 to $400,000 lawsuit, but so they asked the judge for $150,000 for security for costs. Well, we didn't ask the judge. We actually asked Stephen Mccullah's lawyers. And then they think, we don't want to pay any more money. We don't want to pay any money. So anyway, long story short, Stephen Mccullah is now did a discontinuance, couldn't afford to go to court, and now he's disputing how much money we've spent. We've spent $32,000, and he's disputing that we shouldn't have gone so aggressive at defending ourselves for a court case that was going to sue us for $3.8 million. I mean, get real, mate. Anyway, everything I say in these videos has been watched by his lawyers. Hello, Harman lawyers. How you doing, guys? And it's just kid stuff. They're absolutely crazy. I mean, I must admit, Harman lawyers were the most unprofessional. Their email correspondence was the worst I've ever heard in my life. The correspondence, I could have done better. It was just ridiculous. Stephen McCullough didn't have a shit show in hell. Anyway, Department of E-Commerce. So this guy here won't know his photos out here. It's in black and white. So they obviously didn't get real photos. They're just using anyone's face that they can. I did research on him. He didn't exist. You can incorporate your company with this place. You can hand them all your details. You give them your full driver's license. These forms are not, these are pretty extensive forms if you want to start up a company. And you can also do a non-profit organization. I've just thought of everything. This is not a kiddie's website. This is a real blown up, we're going to world domination. I don't even know what this one is. Apply for a career. So if you want to work for the United Allied States, Stephen Mccullah has literally said he's looking for pilots to fly the planes that the United Allied States are going to give him because he's the president. And this is probably where you apply to put your career. It's just absolutely bullshit. About us, what have we got? The mission statement, I think we've doubled up on this one, so excuse me for doubling up. What are we doing? The Department of Transportation, apply for a driver's license. Bloody hell. Apply for a vehicle registration. And there's the guy, he was on the videos. It's Grandpa, Groundhog Day. Just absolutely unreal. There he is. There's his, let's have a wee listen. Go on, let's have a wee listen to it.
Global June 5th, 2020 United Allied States, UAS, is pleased to announce the appointment of Mr. Philip Coltrip as Interim Transportation Secretary in.
Oh, poor Philip doesn't even know he's probably on this website. And I'm going to pick on you. No offense, mate. If you want to... Chad, look, if you want to sell your house, use Chad. Chad doesn't even know he's on here. And I'm not going to give Chad a hard time because I'm an investigator, journalist, reporter, and I've asked Chad for his feedback, and I haven't had any feedback from him. I don't think I have. Anyway, I won't go in there and have a look at the moment. I'll just have a wee look. No, there's Chad. Hi, Chad. Sorry, mate. I know you probably didn't even know you're on here. So don't give me a hard time. I'm trying to stop the world from getting scammed. Anyway, Chad, he's on here, and he looks like that's a real estate photo. Wouldn't you agree? Chad even tells you that. What is he doing? He's appointed as the Labour Secretary. Good on you, Chad. Did you know that? And in here, he was, if you look through his description, it actually says that he's got a background as a real estate agent. And what do you know? But Chad, I don't know why, if you had your own LinkedIn account, you probably wouldn't have had your real photo. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, let's just go with that. So I checked out the licensed realtor, because he's actually a real estate agent, found the company that he works for, and all the photos of him on there aren't as clear as the one that's used in the United Allied States. So I'm not quite sure, but I did text him and I asked him whether he was aware. Here's some of the properties. Now, I'm pretty sure Chad doesn't know he's going to be on my video. So if you are looking to sell your house, use Chad. He's a good guy. I think he's a good guy. I hope you're a good guy, mate. Anyway, I didn't want to bring up that. Lovely guy. So that was basically my video, really. So the question originally, here's the Apollo Fintech team. Notice something that's really interesting about them all. They look like they're all young people. And these guys probably do believe that Stephen Mccullah, this dirty, disgusting scammer on the right-hand side there, is actually a criminal. He doesn't have anything other to do than spend all day long on Telegram. He messages people every single day. He's running the biggest company in the world. And really, would somebody who's running a country and doing what he claims he is doing have time to chat to people on Telegram all day long? He reckons because he works hard, he deserves to scam people. These people here are probably quite innocent. They probably don't know what's happening, and I feel for them. It's just disgusting. I want to show you something interesting because we got a message from Natalie. Now, Natalie is the fake lawyer, and she works for Stephen Mccullah. Even though Stephen Mccullah will claim that she doesn't, she said something in one of her messages. Now, if you didn't know Natalie, when you listen to her, she doesn't speak very good English and it talks like a robot. And we spent about 5 or 6 hours badgering her, and she gave us a video of herself to prove she was a real person. But we didn't want the video about her being a real person. We actually wanted video evidence of her claiming she was a real lawyer. That's what we were actually after. Never happened. So long story short, she did a video and we took the piss out of her. The other day, she's on Telegram claiming that they're doing a merger with a company that's a exchange. So I picked up on that and I thought here's a good opportunity, and what I always do whenever they say they're going to merge, because if we go back to the original thing that we started on, Fourth Star, is it a good investment opportunity? Are they really going to, do what they say? No, they're not. Are they going to launch their coins at 30 cents each? No, they're not. Are they after the money of people who are hopeful? Are you somebody at home and you think, I'll put $100 down, or I've got $1,000 from Auntie Mary because she died, and you put your money down and then you lose it all and you think, oh, dumb investment, crypto's risky, I lost it. These guys make money from it. So my point is, excuse me, don't listen to these companies. They're dirty, disgusting scammers. They have a criminal network behind them. I just showed you 8 to 10 different scams and the history of them over the last 4 or 5 years. So they had Natalie, who was a fake lawyer. She wrote to every government organisation in New Zealand trying to claim that I was a terrorist threat, trying to claim that I was lying about my income because I got legal aid. They also claimed that they couldn't win the case with me because I had the government fighting my battles. They don't understand how the legal system, everyone in New Zealand is entitled to a fair trial. I have to pay back the money for legal aid. It's not a get out of jail free money. I have to pay it back. I spent $32,000 defending myself against a scammer. I have never invested in any of these opportunities. Anyway, so I take the piss out of these people. We got Natalie to give us a video. She's not a real lawyer. She's on Telegram, and I picked up on something. And if you want to enlarge the screen, have a look at this one here. It's quite funny. So this is what she did. So that's Stephen Mccullah's contact details if you want to email him or give him a telephone call. And also we have a fake lawyer whose name is Natalie. So Natalie, here's her phone number and here's her email address. And under here, we have a screenshot from Natalie. And here's Natalie. She says, Natalie says, catching up, and it looks tough. I'll try to catch up with Steve tomorrow, Monday, regarding the progress of Knox merger with... is it Kcoin? So anyway, I read that and I thought, well, there she is telling everyone that they're merging with Kcoin. Now, the reason I mentioned that is because LunaOne has rebranded itself to Fourth Star. Now, because this court case has been going on, everyone's been asking, when are we going to move forward? Because everything's on hold. And the reason everything was on hold because they've got a court case going with Danny DeHeck, and Danny DeHeck will contact anybody and break any deal that's apparently going to happen. That was the excuse. They were using me as a scapegoat. So whenever I get any information and I hear that something's about to happen, I reach out to those people and I try to warn them. Do they realize? So for example, Kitty is the lady who's associated. Kitty. Ooh, that's not going to work. Let's go here. No, the terms and conditions have gone. They're back. 4th star. No, let's go back. So Kitty is a lady who's involved with 4th star, and she wants to put on a headset and sing a song and be famous, and she's unfortunately using the wrong company to do so. So Kitty is down here. Now Kitty is not in partnership with 4th star because they are a scammer. We reached out to her. She doesn't want anything to do with us. She's blocked us. We don't even think she's a successful singer. So anytime anyone does claim to have a connection with them, I'll do all my best to notify them. That's my point of that conversation. Anyway, so let's have a look here. So Natalie's claiming that they are merging with some company. So we don't, because Stephen's come up, this is complicated. Stephen's come up lately and he's basically said that he may not merge. So he's been peddling the fact that he's going to merge with a company that's going to be 300 times better than what he has to offer at the moment. So he's been stringing everyone along for the last 2 or 3 months while he's waiting to sue Danny DeHeck. He does a discontinuance. So he drops the case against Danny DeHeck. He now has to pay my legal fees. A judge will award that he pays my legal fees. That's how it works in New Zealand. The next thing is that he's got no excuses anymore. So all the hold-ups are his problem because he's chosen not to go after what he claims is me, who's meant to be disrupting whatever. So now that's all good. So now he's claiming that the community doesn't want to merge with the company he won't name, won't say. And he said that we don't have to merge anymore. We can stay as we are. So when I saw LunaOne rebranding itself, I weren't sure whether that was the merge he was talking about or whether it's just a simple rebrand, rinse and repeat scam. Who knows what this guy's up to? But you've got crypto. If it's burning a hole in your pocket, feel free to buy me a cup of coffee. Ironically, they were telling me I was defrauding the New Zealand government because of my buy me a cup of coffee fund was money laundering. And I think I had 51 cups of coffee bought for me over the last 2 years. How ridiculous is that? Anyway, there's going to be a lot more videos coming out about Stephen Mccullah and also the whole court case. It isn't quite finalised yet, the finish of it. We just had another big, long 24-page email from their lawyer last night. And we're just going to get a judge ruling potentially next Friday. Or Stephen may settle out of court. We don't know what's going to happen. Bit of fun anyway. I don't care what he does. I feel like I'm untouchable. As that guy who messaged me said, these guys are dangerous, not to be trusted. So this is exactly what this guy's warned me.
It is such a shame and support what you were trying to do. But these guys are dangerous and well-connected and wish not to be part.
Yeah, so I'm playing with fire theoretically. But I've got to show you this email that I sent this company who claims that Stephen may be connecting with them. So I tell them I'm an investigative journalist. He tried to sue me with 3.8 million. I'm kindly asking for clarification whether they are merging with them because Natalie said they were. and if they want to find out who Stephen Mccullah is, check out my playlist. And I'd ask you as well, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Post a comment. If you hit the thumbs up, it helps YouTube know you like my videos. If you've watched it to the end, I truly thank you for spending all this time watching this video. I know it's a long form video. It's 1 hour, 48 minutes long so far, My longest video ever, I think, was 4 hours, 47 minutes and 19 seconds. And that was when I did a 2-week investigation on Stephen Mccullah. And I exposed him for fake competitions, dinosaur hunting, bogus Space Invader games, just all sorts of things. And I don't get paid for this. I actually do it because I'm here as Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I was given that nickname by the New York Times because I told them my story. I'm here to name and shame anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And you're not going to stop me. I'm not going away. If you're running a scam, then you're under my radar. I'm building a database. And everybody that's in that database, I'm collecting data. If you're thinking that you're going to share that scam with your friend or your family member because you want to get that reward money that these scammers pay people for distributing their scams, then I'm going to come after you. If you go to my website, deheck.com, I have a Contact Us page. On the Contact Us page, you can fill out a form. You can tell me who you are anonymously, or you can just let me know. Tell me who introduced you to whatever scam, and let's fight these scammers. Let's stop these scammers getting away with it. I'm sick and tired of having those phone calls, those emails from people. I mean, this week alone, $500,000. People, one lady had invested $400,000, lost the lot, wanted my help, rang me up on the phone, a friend of hers who's a lawyer, and he said, how can I get my money back? And I said, you can't. No one knows where the money goes. The money trail's gone. It gets distributed through Bitcoin. She listened to a too good to be true opportunity and lost all her money. When you hear these scams, put your money in the bank. It doesn't pay me interest. The government's as corrupt as the rest of it. That's bullshit. They might be. But crypto is 10,000 times worse. I don't know any. People say to me, can you look at this and tell me whether it's a scam? I have never found one that isn't a scam yet. Not one. If it involves crypto, if it involves multi-level marketing, and they offer you a reward, or there's a affiliate system where these YouTubers get paid a commission if they refer someone to it. How can you trust anyone that's telling you this? Like one guy rang me up one day and told me that he invested $5 million. And I said, where did you get the money from? He said, it's from my family. I've got a really big family. And they purchased 117 different accounts in a Ponzi scheme called Hyperverse. And I said, and I used to be in NASDAQ. I know how the money changes and exchanges and how it, adds up. And I just thought this was a good thing. He said now his family are coming after him. He said, the only thing I have in my life is my house. I'm scared they're going to bankrupt me and they're going to take my house. It was all right to spending other people's money. Another guy rang me out once who had made $200,000 from promoting Hyperverse. Then he realized that people were losing their money and he was trying to do the right thing. He was providing me videos that I could do talkovers on, recorded from the church recording software. So the church was using the people in the community to feed these scammers. It just goes on and on and on. Hey, after this video, I spoke last night at Rotary. Rotary is a organization that I used to be part of for about 4 years. And I did a speech, so I'm going to put a speech on. Feel free to make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, be notified when new videos come out, and also check out some of my other videos. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching my video. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Yoo-hoo! Thanks for watching.